Today I didn't write a script and I also didn't take notes. So let's find out if this was a good idea. Do you still remember what I said last time? Especially what I said about this book? Maybe this will be the only book in the September video, because I haven't read much since August. Yeah, but I don't hope so. Yes, it was the only book I read in September. So congratulations, I did a very good job at that. But if this is the only book that I read, maybe we should also talk about it a little. So this book is about a girl and a boy. Or better to say a man and a woman, because they're both adults. So yeah. So the woman is home alone. And the woman is home alone. She was showering. She wants to make a cozy night. She thinks about what she wants to do. If she wants a cup of coffee or tea, and if she wants to watch TV or read a book or whatever. So that's her point of view. And there's also a man. It's late and he was working all day, so he goes home like every other human being does. And he's a little confused because there's something strange. So he just goes inside and thinks whatever. But inside there's nothing of him. He lives with his wife or his fiancée, whatever, and somehow all his things have disappeared. And that's where the story starts. I think this book is really interesting. I had a lot of fun reading it, and I also couldn't take it out of my head. And I also couldn't take my eyes off it. And I also didn't want to stop reading this book. But I had to because I had to work. A shame. But whatever. Yeah, I'm saying whatever all the time, because whatever. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about this book. I think I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, because I didn't like the ending. I have a big problem with endings, I have the feeling. All the books I read recently, I didn't really like the endings. I think my problem is that I don't like open endings, and very much, and a lot of books have open endings, and I really don't like it, because it always seems like, yeah, maybe I will write a second book, but maybe not. So let's just keep them guessing, I guess. Maybe they will figure it out, and if not, maybe if I have enough contemplates, I will, if I get broke or something, I will write a second book, but only if I need to. So let's just go with an open ending, just for the possibility of a second book. Also, if we never will write it, but whatever. They don't care, but I care, because I would like to know how it ends really. So that was my only problem. and I think you all have figured it out, because I talked a little too much about it right now. Because I don't like open endings. It always is like you read and you want to know everything, and in the end you still don't know anything at all. In the end, I mostly have more questions than I had in the beginning, and I don't think this is good. At least I don't like it. So yeah, that's this book. The only one of September. So let's go into October. In October, I read more than one book, but also just 3. But better than none, I guess. So the first book I read I don't have a physical copy of, because it was a school book. And maybe now you think, oh god, no, please not a school book. And you're right in thinking that, because it was really bad. I didn't like it. I can't even think of something I did like. I don't like the character, I don't like the story, I don't like the writing style, I don't like the ending. As we know, I don't like any ending as it seems, so yeah, I didn't like the ending. It was really confusing. It was a very short book. I think it had 100 pages. In the first 10 pages we get to meet Momo. And I don't even know how to explain this book really, because I don't understand anything of it. It's just a young boy, an old man, and the father of the boy. And an uncommon friendship, I guess, but I also didn't really like that part. Like, I somehow could live with it in the book, but then I saw a trailer for the book and it made it even worse. And I also did find out when I did a research that it seems like the book that I read was just a bad copy of another book that was written. So yeah, I will just link it somewhere or put it in a video or something. So yeah, I think I don't have to say much more. I wouldn't give it much stars, maybe 1 or 2. Maybe none. Who knows? And yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. So let's talk about the next book. The next book I wrote, yeah, no, I didn't write it. I wish I did. The next book I read was this one, 6 of Crows, if you can tell, because that's a German version. I have a lot of feelings about this book. I think it's my favorite book ever, at least that I have read, so yeah. But I love this book, and I actually already have read it before, but I decided to read it again this year so I could read the second part. And yeah, what's to say about this book? This book is about 5 people. No, wait, 6. This book is about 6 people who are all outsiders. They don't fit in. They are strange, they are quirky, they are silly, they are themselves. And I really enjoy this book because I really enjoy the characters. Also the plot and everything else, but the characters are the cherry on top. So there's Kaz, he's a bastard, as the book says enough of times. There's Ine, she's a phantom, because she's like a ghost that disappears in the dark or wherever. I don't know how that works, but it happens. There is Nina. She's some kind of witch, I would say, if you don't know the Grisha verse. But yeah, she's a Grisha, and I don't know a better word than witch. Who else is there? There's Jasper. I really like him. He's really silly and he takes every bet he can. And there's also Matthias, but I personally don't really like Matthias. I think he's just there for Nina or whatever. I don't know what he's there for. And also there's villain. And always when I hear the word villain, I think of villain like an enemy. I don't know what's going on with my mind, but yeah, that happens. And I also don't really know what I think of villain. So yeah, but their goal together is to break into a prison and let a witch free. Yeah, still a Grisha, but whatever, we call it witch. Yeah, I can't explain it. Maybe I will make a voiceover where I explain it better, but that's for this book. A convict with a thirst for revenge. A sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager. A runaway with a privileged past. A spy known as the Raft. A hurt-render using her magic to survive the slums. A thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Cast crew is the only thing that might stand between the world and destruction, if they don't kill each other first. So, as you may have guessed, because I really love this book, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. Because even after the second time I read it, I still was so hooked on the book. I didn't want to end it. I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to lay it away. I didn't want to stop reading it because I loved it so much. I also love the quotes and I just love it, okay? I just love it. So let's go to the next book, the second one of this. So here's the second one, if you can't tell, because again it's a German version. This is Crooked Kingdom. And as much as I love the first book, this much I hated this one, I guess. Because it had so much potential. It could have been so good. The first 100 pages, I loved it. I loved it. It was like the first book. And I really thought, yes, this is it. I like it. I missed it. I want to know more about them all. I want to know more about the plot. Just give me more. Give me more content. Give me more characters. Give me more quotes. Just give me more. And there wasn't much. The 100 pages, yes. The first 100 pages, yes, they were perfect. But after, I don't know what's happening. Somehow nothing's happening and the book doesn't end. There's 300 pages or something and I don't know what's happening in them. It seems like there's nothing happening. But the pages, they are more and more and more. I'm still not at the end and I don't know what's happening. There is nothing happening. I don't even know how to do that. How can you write a book where nothing is happening? They don't have a plan, they don't have a goal. They just have a whole lot of problems and I don't know where they came from. Don't ask me, I don't know. I think nobody knows. Does Leigh know? I don't think so. I think she doesn't even know what's going on. And then the last, I don't know, maybe 100 pages again or 50 or something, I don't know. They were good again. But the 300 pages in between, they didn't let me think this is good. I just thought, finally, there's something. But also, finally this fucking book is ending because I can't take it anymore. I can't take it any longer. I just wanted to stop. So, if they would have maybe taken this part and maybe this part, it would have been so good. It could have been so good. But they just wasted so much time on nothing. And it really frustrates me because I love the first book so much. I thought I would absolutely love the second as well. But I don't. I don't like it. And it makes me really sad. Because I thought I would like it. I really hoped I would like it. So yeah, I think I would give it a 3 out of 5 maybe. 2.5. 2.5 out of 5. Because the idea is still good. I mean, not the idea. I don't know how to tell this. Let's just say the characters are still good because they are the same and I really like them. They're in my heart, they're in my soul, they are my babies. And I think without the characters I wouldn't have reached the end. I wouldn't even have tried. And yeah, the plot, I don't know what to tell about the plot. I can tell if it's a good one or a bad one because I don't even know what's the plot. I don't know what's the plot, I don't know how I could tell you something about it. If I like it, if I hate it, I don't know, there's none. So, and much more isn't to a book, I think. I mean, the world and characters and plot, what else is there? I don't know, tell me. So yeah. And after that book, I think it was middle of October, I didn't want to read anymore. I was so disappointed. I didn't want to touch another book. I thought, if this book, who could have been so good, disappoints me, how can any other book be good again? I know that doesn't make much sense actually, but that was my thought process, so yeah. So I didn't read anymore because I couldn't take it. I didn't want to. Every time I thought about books, I thought about this one and how much I was disappointed. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say in this video. Maybe this was a little frustrating to watch and listen to, but that happens sometimes. Sometimes you don't read the best books, but there are a lot more books out there that can be good. So maybe just wait for the video of next month. Or this month actually, because I filmed this video a month too late or something. I don't think it's too late. Because November isn't over yet, but yeah, whatever. Whatever, it's always whatever. Yeah, so I don't know what else to tell you. There isn't much more to say. So thank you for watching and I will see you in my next.